What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here on Ascent Sports, and welcome back to our record prediction series. Today, we're going to be doing the AFC East. Oh, East. I thought you said West.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. But, yes, today we're going to be doing the AFC East teams, which will be the Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, Jets. And we got the whole crew here once again, Steven, Jimmy, Isaiah, and myself. And we're just going to give you a record for each of these four teams. If you missed any of the previous reactions, we've already done AFC North and South. At the end of all this, we're going to do a playoff based on these reactions, playoff and Super Bowl predictions. So, it's all looking good for the future. But for now, guys, let's get into the AFC East. Without further ado.
So let's start with our everybody's favorite team, the Patriots.
The
I just want to start with the Dolphins, actually. Pretty easy team.
The Dolphins?
Why don't we just start with the Bills?
Why don't we do the
We
Jets?
can.
Why not? Let's call it a
Yeah,
four-way.
let's just keep making it more complicated when it doesn't need to be.
Alright, now we'll do the Dolphins only because I watched the AFC South video back, and like I at the time I did not hear this, but I watched the AFC South video back, and Jimmy was like at first, let's do the Colts, and I just completely ignored it and say, let's do the Titans. I didn't mean to do that at all. I did.
I didn't even realize that either.
I didn't hear Jimmy say it. I think his mic kind of glitched or something. I don't know. I just tweaked. Okay, so I'm gonna start here, and I'll admit, not maybe for this season necessarily, but still a little bit. But I'm a little bit high on the Dolphins here. So, but I do, starting off, I have them losing that first game to the Patriots. But then I have them winning the game with the Bills week 2, winning at Jacksonville week 3, losing to the Seahawks, losing to the 49ers, losing at Denver. That's a little bit of a losing streak week 6. Then I have them beating the Chargers. Then I have them losing to the Rams, losing to the Cardinals, losing to the Jets. Another bit of a losing streak. But after the bye week, then beating the Jets, beating the Bengals, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Patriots, and beating the Raiders, and then losing the last game at the Bills, finishing 7-9. However, if Tua is like really, really good, I think this team could potentially sneak into the playoffs. That's my bold prediction. But for now, just seeing how it is, 7-9, but I think this team is up and coming in next season and seasons back. They did a really good rebuilding job this year.
Dude, if I heard you correctly, our predictions for the Dolphins are literally spot on except for 2 games. So, yeah, I also have the Dolphins going 7-9. I have them losing to the Patriots at the Patriots. Then I have them beating the Bills, beating the Jaguars at the Jaguars, losing to the Seahawks, losing to the Niners, losing to the Broncos, but then them beating the Chargers. I have them losing to the Rams, losing to the Cardinals. Then I have them beating the Jets. Then they have their bye week. Then I have them losing to the Jets at the Jets. And then I have them beating the Bengals, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Pats at the Dolphins home because the Patriots low-key struggle beating the Dolphins at Miami. I have them beating the Raiders at Las Vegas, and then I have them losing to the Bills at Bills. So
That actually is my exact prediction, only like switching the Jets games.
yeah,
That's
switching
great.
the Jets. That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think the Dolphins are a up and coming team, and I mean 7-9. I mean, I don't know if several other teams flop. That's potential wild card. So, but and it's the AFC, so the AFC isn't as good as the NFC on normally. So, yeah, I mean it's very possible, and it's possible they could even do a little better, but it's also possible they could do a little worse. But yeah, depending on how good Tua is, we'll see.
Week 1, I have them actually beating the Patriots, but then losing to the Bills, losing to the Jaguars, and this goes to what I was talking about earlier, Brenden, with like me giving the Jaguars 5 wins. I had them beating the Dolphins when I was making this. I didn't really know about that, but for now, whatever, they lose to the Jaguars, lose to the Seahawks, lose to the 49ers, beat the Broncos, lose to the Chargers, beat the Rams, lose to the Cardinals, beat the Jets the first game, bye, and then lose to the Jets, lose to the Bengals, lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Patriots, and then they'll get a win against the Raiders and then lose to the Bills in the last week of the season, giving them a where are they? 5-11, giving them a 5-11 record.
Same as last year.
Yeah,
Um,
they have kind of a hard schedule.
they do have a
Yeah.
little bit of a harder schedule, especially
Yeah.
Seahawks, then followed by the 49ers.
Well, if they went last, because I guess I have them. I'm sleeping on them.
Oh.
So I have them losing to the Pats, Patriots, losing to the Bills, beating the Jags, losing to Seattle, losing to the 49ers, losing to the Broncos, losing to the Chargers, losing to the Rams, losing to the Cardinals, losing to the Jets. They have the bye week. Losing to the Jets again, beating the Bengals, losing to the Chiefs, losing to the Pats,
Oh, this is
Jeez.
about to be rough.
losing to the Raiders, and the Bills. They lose. So I have them at 2-14.
Oh fuck.
I
Wow.
just
Okay.
the defense
Ah,
got hype better.
I
Offense
mean,
could be a little bit better, but
their team got better as a whole for
They
sure.
got
I don't,
Byron
I don't,
Jones and
yeah,
Kyle Van
I
Noy.
don't see them regressing
yeah.
at
It,
all.
I mean,
At worst case scenario, like staying the same at 5-11.
well, way I look at it is one, the schedule is hard. And no one really in the division really dropped out, but the Jets. Pats leveled that like digressed a little bit because Brady left, and also if you look at the schedule, they have a lot of teams, playing a lot of teams that has an amazing defensive line. Fitzpatrick's too old to run away from them, and two what he's if he gets hit a couple times, he's gonna be shook. You know what I mean? So I think it's the offensive line can hold. I can
Talk
see
to
them
him,
doing
Jimmy.
better.
Talk
But
to him.
everything else, I don't know.
Hit
Uh,
you with the analysis.
I will give that to Jimmy. Their offensive line is a weak spot, but I don't think it's that much of a weak spot to cause it
Yeah,
to go.
I was gonna say I don't think it's that deep, but
So Dolphins win. No, they beat the Dolphins week 1. Patriots lose to the Seahawks week 2. They beat the Raiders. They lose to the Chiefs. They beat the Broncos. They have their bye. They lose to the 49ers. They lose to the Bills. Beat the Jets. They lose to the Ravens. Beat the Texans. Beat the Cardinals. Beat the Chargers. Lose to the Rams. Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Bills. And beat the Jets. 10-6.
So, for my New England Patriots predictions, I have them losing week 1 and 2 to the Dolphins and Seahawks, then getting a win against the Raiders, losing to the Chiefs, winning against the Broncos, bye week, losing to the 49ers, losing to the Bills, beating the Jets, losing to the Ravens, losing to the Texans, beating the Cardinals and the Chargers, losing to the Rams, beating the Dolphins, losing to the Bills, and then losing to the Jets, giving them a 6-10 record, which is kind of whack for them, but they have like 7 people sitting out, plus a new quarterback. Their
yeah.
defense got worse. I don't know. I think six wins I think will be pretty good for them. I mean, not for them, but just given what they've lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they could
Alright.
it's the Patriots and Belichick, so they could probably do better.
Yeah. Well, my record is pretty. I have them going pretty good. I mean, nothing elite, but pretty solid. I have them beating the Dolphins, losing to the Seahawks, beating the Raiders, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Broncos bye week, beating the Niners, losing to the Bills at the Bills, beating the Jets, losing to the Ravens, beating the Texans, beating the Cardinals, beating the Chargers, beating the Rams, losing to the Dolphins at their home, and finishing off with 2 W's, beating the Bills and Jets, all-in-all record of 11-5. Yeah, I don't know. They still got Belichick, and yeah, even though they did lose several very key players, I don't know. I still think they're gonna do just as good. I don't think they're gonna do any better. I definitely don't see them going to the Super Bowl, but yeah,
Yeah, I
11 to
agree.
5.
Alright. Um. Well, I think I'm gonna be on a little bit more on Isaiah's pessimistic side here, than the optimistic
Maybe I just
side.
said pessimistic. I can't even say that word. Pessa.
I can't say.
Pessa.
Alright, so I have them beating the Dolphins week 1, losing to the Seahawks, beating the Raiders, losing to the Chiefs, losing to the Broncos, coming off a bye week, getting an upset against the Niners, beating them because at home, Bill Belichick off a bye. That could, they catch the Niners. Losing at the Bills, losing at the Jets, losing against the Ravens, beating the Texans, beating the Cardinals, beating the Chargers, losing against the Rams, losing against the Dolphins, and then beating the Bills, and then beating the Jets, finishing 8-8. To me, I do have faith in Cam Newton, but I do not have faith in the New England Patriots offense. Because last year, towards the end, Tom Brady was kind of struggling. So I just don't see Cam Newton coming in there and just lighting it up all of a sudden. So, and they have people opting out. Like, well, it might not be everyone of note, but that still's gonna do something. Before that they lost some defensive people.
Two key players that they're missing or that like are sitting out. They're Patrick Chung, who's like a really good safety, obviously, and then Dante Hightower is a really good linebacker. He's not playing either.
I knew about
Yeah.
Dante Hightower. Isn't he one of their best defensive? I know Gilmore is by far he's the best
Yeah.
corner, but
Let's move on
we'll
to the
yeah,
to the Buffalo.
we're gonna move on to the Bills here
Yeah.
because we'll
The
end with the
Buffalo Bills.
Jets. Okay. Starting out week 1, win again. I have the win against the Jets. Then I have an L at Miami. Then I have them win against the Rams. Then I have them win against the Raiders. I have them losing at the Titans, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Jets, beating the Patriots, getting an upset over the Seahawks, but then losing to the Cardinals bye week, beating the Chargers, losing to the 49ers, beating the Steelers, beating the Bills, sorry, the Broncos, losing to the Patriots, and then beating the Dolphins, and that is them finishing with 10-6.
Reasonable, reasonable. Okay, so for me, I have I have them starting off beating the Jets, and I have them losing to the Dolphins at the Dolphins, beating the Rams, losing to the Raiders, beating the Titans, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Jets, beating the Jets, beating the Patriots, beating the Seahawks, losing to the Cardinals. Then they have their bye week, beating the Chargers, losing to the Niners, beating the Steelers, losing to the Broncos, and then losing to the Pats. Having them finish off 9-7. I think the Bills are around that area, the 9-7, 10-6 record. So
What's the
yeah.
last Dolphins game? You ended with the Patriots.
Oh, yes. My Google Docs has it cut off. It's on the next page. Yeah, beating the Dolphins. Sorry, beating the
But yeah,
Dolphins
okay.
for the week 17. Yeah, 9-7. Yeah, they're in that category. They're a highly above average team. That's what I like. Borderline good. You know what I mean?
I have the Bills winning against the Jets and Dolphins, losing to the Rams, beating the Raiders, losing to the Titans and Chiefs, beating the Jets in New England. Jets and New England, not Jets in New England, just to clarify. I don't want anyone to say it. Losing to the Seahawks, beating the Cardinals bye week, beating the Chargers, losing to the 49ers, beating the Steelers, losing to the Broncos. Yeah, it's the Broncos. And then beating the Patriots and the Dolphins. I don't have them losing a game against New England this year. 2-0, giving them a 10-6 record.
Mm.
All right.
Okay, okay. I'll go. Well, I have them beating the Jets, beating the Dolphins, beating the
Oh, I
Rams
forgot.
actually.
Josh Allen's #1 fan. Here we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
You're good. Well, after the win at beating the Rams, they're gonna beat the Raiders. They're gonna beat the Titans, lose to the Chiefs, beat the Jets, beat the Patriots, lose to the Seahawks, beat the Cardinals. They have the bye week. After the bye week, it looks kind of down. Lose to the Chargers, lose to the 49ers, to Steelers, sadly, beat the Broncos, lose to the Patriots, and beat the Dolphins. For a total of 11-5.
Okay, that's
okay.
actually it's not as bad as I was
Nah, that's
expecting.
the. I almost had them at 11-5. But I took away a win through something. But yeah, I think their their defense is one of the best in the league, and like
Yeah.
they had some like offensive struggles, kind of like us last year, but they got Stephon Diggs, so that should be a
Yeah.
Big
big
game.
improvement.
That's right. Yeah, they got stuff
Diggs
on.
and Allen's arm strength. Woo, woo.
Okay, his arm strength might be good, but I'm sorry, Madden, he should not be above Mahomes. Like,
No, no,
relax.
he shouldn't be. But
They have him above Mahomes in arm strength.
Mhm.
yeah, Holmes
Oh
is like
man.
94, 97,
And they gave Josh Allen a 99.
99.
But that's Madden for you. All right,
That's
Jimmy.
Crazy.
We'll finish this
Jets.
off with the Jets.
Okay. With the Jets, they're gonna lose to the Bills, lose to the 49ers, lose to the Colts, lose to the Broncos, lose to the Cardinals, lose to the Chargers, lose to the Bills, lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Patriots, beat the Dolphins though. They have the bye week. Beat the Dolphins again, then lose to the Raiders, lose to the Seahawks, lose to the Rams, lose to the Browns, and lose to the Patriots for a total of 2-14.
Don't you have the Dolphins going 2-14 as well?
Yep.
We have them sweeping the Dolphins. Oh, the Jets' only 2 wins are the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Free Le'Veon.
I'm not
Honestly,
gonna.
it feels like the schedule's pretty hard for them.
Yeah, mine aren't too better, so like I'm not. I'm just laughing
Yeah,
because
me.
it's
Oh,
funny.
but yeah, mine's not too much better either. So
Yeah.
So much like Jimmy, I have them losing a lot of games, but little more. So they're gonna lose to the Bills and lose to the 49ers, get their first win against the Colts in a thriller 10-9 game right there. Lose to the Broncos, lose to the Cardinals, beat the Chargers, lose to the Bills, lose to the Chiefs, lose to New England, lose to the Dolphins, lose to the bye week, and then actually beat the Dolphins, lose to the Raiders, lose to the Seahawks, lose to the Rams, lose to the Browns, and in a prideful W, they're going to beat the Patriots at the end of the season, giving them a playoff contention record of 4-12.
yeah, I think that'll be the first time ever a team's lost to the bye.
Yeah, I wish I
Yeah.
thought that joke for the Jags.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious. Losing to
Okay,
the-
so my predictions are almost spot on with Isaiah's. There's only uh, two predictions flipped. So I have them losing to the Bills, losing to the Niners, beating the Colts, losing to the Broncos, losing to the Cardinals, beating the Chargers, losing to the Bills, losing to the Chiefs, losing to the Patriots, losing to the Dolphins, then the bye week, and they beat the Dolphins, losing to the Raiders, losing to the Seahawks. I have them beating the Rams, and then losing to the Browns, and then losing to the Patriots. So we just flip-flopped the Rams and Patriots, W and L. So I have them going at 4-12. Yeah, just the Jets, in my opinion, just got worse. Like I didn't see any improvement with them. So
One huge down improvement in losing Jamal Adams. So
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then losing Jamal Adams. Yeah, they just did not have a. I mean, they actually didn't have that bad of a year last year. They went 7-9. So, no.
Yeah, they did really good last year, actually. After like Sam Darnold missed all those games. Well,
No.
there's gonna be a theme here. I do have some different W's, but the record is going to be the same at 4-12. I'll already give that away. Losing to the Bills, losing to the 49ers, losing to the Colts, losing to the Broncos, losing to the Cardinals, beating the Chargers, beating the Bills, losing to the Chiefs, beating the Patriots, beating the Dolphins, and then losing the last 5 games: Dolphins, Raiders, Seahawks, Rams, Browns, and New England. And I also have them at 4-12.
So, I guess with that being said, for me, I have the Patriots winning the division, Bills coming in second, Dolphins coming in third, Jets coming in fourth. So,
Yeah, my predictions are Bills 10-6, they'll win the division. Patriots 6-10, second place. Dolphins 5-11, and then Jets 4-12.
So I have the Bills winning the division, 11-5. Patriots taking second, 10-6, still a good record. Jets going third in the division, 2-14. In the Dolphins last, there's 2-14. And the Jets are third because the
broken
Jets.
Dolphins.
They go.
Yep.
In first place, winning this division, I have the Bills at 10-6. In second place, I have the Patriots at 8-8. Maybe, just maybe, a wild card spot, but that 8-8 usually needs some help, so we'll see. Dolphins 7-9 in third place, and then big drop down. Jets 4-12 in fourth place, and that is my standings for the AFC East. Alright guys, that is our AFC East predictions. Next time we'll be doing in the AFC West. I hope you enjoy it. Next time we are going to be doing West. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. No, it's always up to you. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Hit subscribe!
And like.
And comment.
And share.
Share.
Yeah,
with your
share.
friends.
Share on Twitter.
Favorite, if it's still a thing. You guys remember favorites? Like the star? Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess they're
don't.
bookmarks now.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Goodbye!
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning.